to the Ascended Cast. This is your boy John.
It's your boy Shiloh.
We are running a little duo cast. It's just me and Shiloh today. It's gonna be a fun one. We got a lot of little topics, a lot of little memories to go down over the past month.
Just the two of us.
Okay.
We can definitely excited for this one, of course, you know. Yeah, we do, man. So let's go ahead and dive into it. I feel like this past Sunday, for those that don't know, we had a fantasy football draft, and we've been running this now for probably about 7-8 years now.
I mean, realistically, we've been playing since we were in high school, but it didn't really become competitive till probably like 2016. So yeah, about like 8 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then of course, you know, for us, and especially in this league, you know, this is something to where we're gonna be doing for the rest of our lives type beat. You know, this league is all best friends pretty much. We just added a new member, Mr. Michael, taking over for the best Montano, Miss Mel. Currently on the IR, just had a baby.
In the retirement.
Oh yeah.
She can come out of retirement.
One day. So we have him coming in, but for the most part, like I said, just a whole bunch of brotherhood that we want to expand for a lifetime. So let's just dive into it. What were your reactions coming from the?
It was a fun draft. I mean, like we all get together, just like things change. So that's always a cool part about it. As far as the draft going, I mean, we say this all the time, but like you can never mock draft or project our picks for this league because everyone's just always trying to like outsmart or like do what they think best. So I mean, this is one of those drafts where like you said so yourself, I snapped some of your picks, and like I wasn't even trying to, just how the draft board fell. Like you gotta get the guys that you feel like are giving the most value.
Yeah. So
definitely like a big, really interesting draft. We had Nick Chubb go second, which no one really saw coming. Shout out to Adrian.
Yep. Shout out to Adrian for that one. That was and I honestly don't knock the pick too.
I don't knock the pick, but it's just like, this is how I always look at of value, like picks like that. It's just like, let me go back to the backstory then. Okay, this is the backstory of it. Is Adrian tried to trade down? Okay.
Oh yes.
For absolutely nothing. They're like, this is the one thing that's a pick you're gonna make. Like, hey, why not just shoot and try to get a pick swap? So like, hey, you know what? Like, I know who I'm gonna pick. Let me see if 6 or 7 wants to swap picks, and then maybe I get the 3rd or 4th back. Because you have the 2nd pick.
Yep.
So it's just like in my mind, like, if you're gonna make that pick, try to get something in return for it.
Okay. Yeah. So even more context to the viewers, there's a trade that was proposed by our number 2 pick and our number 9 pick. It was just a straight up trade, which for anybody in fantasy football knows, for the 9th pick to go up to the 2nd overall pick for nothing is absolutely absurd. So
it would be like the freaking Super Bowl runner-up trading for the 5th pick for nothing. Just being like, all right, hey guys, we're gonna swap. I don't want to pick a 5th. I want to pick freaking 31st. I think that's really what it's like.
Yes. Yeah, so of course, as a nice, beautiful league that we are, we vetoed the hell out of that. So didn't come to pass. To Mr. Runner-Up, he actually drafted great Mr. Eric.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
everything turns out, and that's the fun thing about our league and a lot of leagues that we'll set up that have the majority of us is the fact of, you know, you can never mock draft for our league. No matter what you do, no matter what you think may happen, 95% of the time, something's gonna be a wrench in it. So that's the fun part. That's what makes, like I said, especially this particular money league, because this is a money league. For everybody, our buy-in is $200. So we have a great system indeed.
Yeah.
Another thing that of course I like to talk about is one, we actually did a live draft, so it wasn't just on the phone. We shout out to Reed. We got them all printed out, all the names, print them out on 2 different tables, and we actually had a board. So you would write your name and you would place them, just nice and live. That's how we did it, and this year was a lot more efficient than last year.
Yeah.
And last year we were heavy on the hard liquor, so we semi-learned our lesson this year.
We evolved.
Very much so.
It was like we did season 1, and season 1 was like a shit show, but it was still good. And then season 2 was like the best season where we were gonna be like, all right, like we got our shit, figure out, let's make this work.
Yep. Yeah. So that's always the fun part. And then so yeah, let's go into our teams, and then I'm gonna start off with this. I'm really happy with my draft. The one thing that I did do that I actually did reach for, which I'm actually gonna put as my worst pick, because we're gonna go through our worst, our best pick, and then our sleeper pick. So I'm gonna start this off. My worst pick was actually a reach pick. I put James Cook in the 3rd round. That was my absolute reach, and the only reason why I say that is because looking at some of the people that went after, I believe T. Higgins went after.
Ooh.
I believe a few others, like the guys that would have really cemented my team, but
I got Keenan.
Mm-hmm. And when sometimes when you overthink, especially with the RB market the way it is, sometimes you want to just kind of grab a guy that may take a hold of the backfield or may have certain percentages, and when you look back, you're like, damn. So that's going to be my worst pick. My best pick, like I said, for me, I'm running with this man, is Mr. B. John Robinson. I'm very, very high on him. He's giving me girly vibes plus more. I think I told you that.
Yeah, I'd say more LT vibes.
Yeah.
I think he's like an LT style runner. The way he's able to do catching and blocking. So I think he's going to be a nice fantasy product.
Yep. And then, yeah, I love it. Like I said, that was my main dude that I was like, no matter what I do in life, I'm going to get him.
But that's the funny thing too. Like that's like how my draft board fell, was like that was going to be my pick if he fell.
Mm-hmm.
And then if he fell, then I already knew who I would take. So I'll get to that more on my team later. But yeah, it's funny.
and then for my sleeper pick, see, I'm very interested. This is actually going to be a 2-part because they're both rookies. So, Mr. Addison, the wide receiver for the Vikings, / Zay Flowers. Those are 2 interesting pieces, only because Addison's gonna command at least a 15% target share from the Vikings, because that's what roughly Thielen's was. So that's going to be very interesting to see if he can, of course, do more with that. And then, of course, Zay Flowers, he has a great connection with Lamar. He's running the slot. You have OBJ and Bateman, but
the offense is going to be different too.
Mm-hmm.
The offense is going to be different.
I feel like it's going to be tailored to that intermediate slot, give him a gadget play. So those 2 guys are my real sleepers from a perspective of I'm running a 4 RB strategy. So my 2 wide receivers, I just got to make sure I pick good. I have D-Hop and then Elijah Moore and a few other people. So that's why.
Elijah Moore's on Cleveland, right?
Yes, he is. Which I'm very excited about him too. So what about you?
Oh yeah, dude, this is probably my best draft I feel like I've had in a couple of years. I just feel like I really rounded out my team well. This is like the first time where I went running back heavy. Mm-hmm. So my first round pick was Travis Kelce. I was at 8.
Dog.
Yeah, it's dog. Just reliable. He literally makes usually a weakness in the roster with the tight end spot, and to a complete stranger you don't have to worry about. Mm-hmm. I had him last year, and it was nice having that. And then I went running back heavy. I just went running back heavy, and I was able to have Saquon fall to me at, I think, 12. Or no, not 12, 13. Mm-hmm. So Saquon fell to me at 13. Jonathan Taylor, I got in the 3rd. We'll see how that pick goes, just everything went on with him. Yep. And then I got Nigel in the 4th.
Dumb.
So I went running back heavy. And then wide receiver wise, getting Mike Williams. I didn't think that was going to happen, but I got Mike Williams, Debo. So I have a nice little balance of rosters. The big thing is, I this year, I really went for production versus risk versus reward.
Okay.
So in my mind, it's who are the guys that I know are going to get the looks and targets in offense versus like the guys who I think might just go off because like they have a lot of hype around them, they have a lot of potential around them,
a lot of upside. So you went for you went for proven commodities versus upside.
I definitely went for more like proven production for like I know like hey these guys are gonna be part of the offense versus like hey this guy might be a part of it or this guy might like that might just be hype around them. Because that's what I've done in years past where like I've always taken somebody I feel like might like go off because of like just the hype around them or like the free agency beside of it. But this year, my big thing was going based off of production and getting good value overall.
Good.
So I felt pretty good about my team. I'm going to say my best pick is going to be Kelsey. I mean, he's a wide receiver 1 in that type of position. Mm-hmm. So when you're able to get that and just have that every week as like that extra spot on top of what you have as wide receiver 1 and 2 in your flexes, it's just awesome. So definitely my best pick. I knew that once Bijan was gone, that was going to be my pick because I knew he wasn't going to get past Clint at 10 and 11. That's true. So that had to be my first round pick.
That's true.
So happy to see him run it back this year. My worst pick, I told you this already. This is going to be probably the headache on my whole season is going to be Jonathan Taylor. Mm-hmm. So I took him in the 3rd round. Right now he's out for the first 4 games, and just something tells me that situation's not going to get better. So I feel like unless he gets traded, I may not see that man play. Mm-hmm. I may not see that man play. So it's just one of those things to where it's a risk reward. Hopefully he gets traded so that he can go somewhere, be productive, be a good player. But I don't see him playing for the Colts, if I'm being honest. Unless he just says, like, fuck it, like, I'm just going to ride this year and then go be a free agent. But, I just feel like it's a great value pick, but it just, because of what's going on with it, that's probably going to be the headache of what I have to deal with for the years. Is he going to play or is he not going to play? Is he going to get traded or is he not going to get traded? So, I would say JT, Jonathan Taylor, that's going to be my troublesome pick for the year. My sleeper pick. So, not going to sound like much of a sleeper. So I'm gonna go 2 ways with this, but obviously being a Chargers fan, I know what the offense is doing. It's going to be a very high volume passing offense, and so with that, you're going to see a lot of looks down the field. You're going to see a lot of big intermediate routes happening, and I was able to get Mike Williams. So Mike Williams is already a proven commodity. Last year in the Lombardi offense, put up numbers. Touchdown machine guy. That's like our guy that gets a touchdown in the receiver corps. So he could be a really big asset for me if he stays healthy and plays the whole season. But then on the other side of it, I also took our rookie wide receiver Quentin Johnson. And right now in training camp, in the preseason, he just looks like he's a magnet for the ball. He has that downfield speed to get behind defenses. He can go get those jump balls. He has really good hands. So we'll see. I mean, if something, like I said, if Mike Williams doesn't stay healthy or Keaton gets hurt immediately, he steps into that number 2 spot. You can see some production out of him. And then I have Herbert at the quarterback. So just hopefully one of those two does something to where that could be a big advantage for me in the season.
Nice. Yeah. All right. And I like that. I feel like overall, and then we all understand this. Draft day doesn't win you championships.
Okay, at one point last year, I'm not gonna say that. At one point last year,
normally it does.
It normally doesn't, but like yes. We talked about this last night. I mean, Clint just drafted so well last year, and they stayed healthy. Like I think you said he made one trade with the Eckler trade, and his team was set. So it's just like sometimes look at the draw falls. So we're like, you did really good draft, and your guys stay healthy, and you're cool.
Yeah, that's the name of the game. And like I said, I'm coming for everybody's neck. So
week 1, let's see what happens.
Yep, I got you, John.
We'll see.
Don't even worry about it, big dog.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, you gonna hold this.
I think last year I got the sweep. I got the sweep.
Last year's last year, John. I don't look back at the flames of yesterday. I look forward.
Chiron the Fallen King.
I still have that name. I have to change it up.
You gotta change the picture though, right?
No, that's actually a legendary picture. I love you, bro.
Well, last thing is, who do you think has I'm not gonna say best team, but who do you think has a team this year that will surprise people, or that's gonna be like come out of nowhere?
So, my innate gut feeling, well, because he was Sacco last year. Well, we understand that he had a good draft, but I really think Skylar's gonna do well. You know, my all-time sleeper that I always want to do well is Mr. Wentz.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm feeling.
And Mr. Wentz
I think he had a
does have
really
a
good
good
draft.
team.
He had a really good draft.
Yeah, so I'm really banking on him.
Yeah,
to do well.
I think he's due for a playoff.
A playoff run, and then he can meet me in the championship and lose, and he'll still make profit. So I really like that.
Yeah.
Or I can meet you in the championship, and then he could be third place and get his money back.
I'm fine with that too.
Sensational. I like that plan.
I'm fine with that.
So we're gonna go ahead and transition over to our new topic. We also had a nice little event that we went to not too long ago.
Almost at the beginning of the month now.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hard Summer was absolutely amazing. To anybody that didn't know, there was, it was legendary.
Yeah, it was at the Coliseum. So back in LA, really good time. I mean,
it was. I'm just gonna dive into it from the perspective of my surprise DJ was Mississippi.
oh yeah, Sippy was cool.
I call her Sippy Cup, but yeah, she was rocking it inside the Coliseum. That was, again, I always say this because that this always happens in EDC for me as well. But I love going to a concert / festival, and you go see a DJ and or maybe a singer if you like to go to certain places that you don't know of, and they just completely blow you away.
And they're just cool. Like you're just vibing. You're like, yeah, who is this?
Yeah. Like, hold on. It wasn't just the first song. It's the first 10 because I'm here the whole set, even though I was supposed to get water. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love that. I love that, of course, we went to go see ISO. We already know Skrill was going to kill it. That was my main purpose for buying the ticket. That back-to-back was amazing.
Yeah.
Of course, I feel like our group talked about this as well, as much as we love Mr. it was Summit, right?
John Summit?
Yeah, John Summit, we just felt like that set could have been better.
I mean, this is what I go back to is like, it's John Summit and Cascade.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Cascade, like that is like inspiration for some of the music. So I get it. I blame this more on like Insomniac for how they scheduled it. Is like know the crowd. So like if you're gonna have like a lot of techno, like house, like style music like that, like you're at Hard Summer. That's probably not gonna be the best move. Like I would have said like put Subtronics like back to back John Summit. Like that would have been perfect for that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Cascade, he's a name. It just, like I said, it wasn't a bad set.
No.
It wasn't a bad set. I think it was just like really, really slow. And when you're at an event that ends at 11 and you're trying to rage and like just kind of get the most out of it, and it's like constantly kind of going up and down, like you're gonna be like, alright. So.
Yeah. And then I just think it was the expectations as well because we have seen him before.
Yeah.
We've seen him by himself. We've seen Subjonics, whatever the heck you call that. That freaking EDC, that was legendary. So yeah, like I said, that was one of the sets where I was like, okay, this is cool. Not mad at it, but definitely, of course, wanted and expected more. But I got that from Skrillex, so I did it. I didn't have any.
I mean, Hamdi was sick too.
Hamdi was my surprise set of the weekend for sure. Because
that was a surprise set.
Yeah, because only saying that because at EDC we saw him, he was cool, but that set was just that was a set from start to finish. I had to go breathe a little extra. I think I forgot. No, I
forgot to breathe. Then I'm not done. Francis ISO.
Yeah, I did forget to breathe in XOXO.
Yeah.
The pits were definitely a theme.
Yeah, this little child got out of the pit. This is like, why am I so tired? We were breathing.
I was like, yo, I feel a little lightheaded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to breathe. And Kawachi got me again too.
Kawachi was
brought out another side of me. But that's why I love our group, and our group especially is the fact that we're not just not just house, we're not just dubstep, we're not just where we're gonna go watch it. We're literally everything. We can go to every stage and everything. It was fun. Literally, we watched Luda.
That was my soul. Got that one.
Yes, my soul definitely, because I didn't know. I was taking my drinks, and all of a sudden I was like, ooh, another song. Ooh, and another one. Oh, I'm rapping this just from muscle memory.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo. So that was an amazing set.
Yeah, that was cool. Wookie was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Who else did we see there? We saw someone else. Or no, we didn't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it was Wookie and Luda. Yeah. So overall for me, I feel like Hard Summer did an amazing job. Yeah. That event was spaced out. I didn't feel really squished at all. Of course,
that was nice.
Yeah, only for Skrillex, but even then, I mean, it's freaking Skrillex. We all understand everybody's gonna be there. So, like I said, that was a fun time. It was a good time. Of course, just like anything else, real quick. As anybody that's ever followed our little rave journey has gone, myself and our Mr. Not Here right now is Matt. From time to time, me and him get into some incidents. Well,
you're bringing up the court.
More like victims here. So essentially, we get touched by some of the same sex type of people, and I'm a peaceful guy. So this guy, in this particular situation, he got me while I was in water line, and he was in front of me. So I'm looking straight. He's talking to his boy.
I have a picture.
Oh, I bet you do. I bet you do. So we're going, whatever. He goes to turn around and acts, and of course he's gonna walk past me. But as he turns around, he lifts his right hand up for no apparent reason. Like he's gonna do like a backward swing.
Yeah.
So he's doing that, and right when he turns to walk away, he drops his hand, caressing my hand a little bit, just like a nice little boom, touch, grab, and go. And I stare at this fool, and this fool gives me a little side eye. He knows I'm staring. He walks away. So I'm like, okay, it is what it is. I ain't gonna say nothing. He comes back around to my left. You saw that, bro, like a little shadow.
Yeah.
And then he had the audacity just to stand there and then kind of look back at me. I was like, "What's up, dog?" And then this fool was just like, and then just walked away. Yeah. So it's life.
Of course, there. Why did the glitter on you, Shiloh?
Oh yeah.
Why did you have the glitter on you?
That irked me. I don't know how that happened.
The funniest part was this fool was like, how did I get glitter on me? And then 10 minutes later, there's this guy in front of us has glitter all over his face. Oh. And I'm just like, hey, Shiloh, there's your guy.
That one hurt my chest. I had a lady stare into my soul.
Yeah. That made me uncomfortable.
Yes, everyone. So I don't know if anybody's ever experienced this before, but have you ever just been walking? Ladies, you probably have, because there's a whole lot of weirdos. But you're just walking, and then as you're going through, you kind of make eye contact with somebody.
You felt it.
That's true. I was feeling this presence.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you feel like someone's looking at you, but it's kind of good, especially when you're at the rave, you're like, ooh, maybe this is a good stare. Not at all. In her mind, I feel like she was saying a spell on me.
Yeah.
Because the way she stared at me, and I don't know if you saw, bro, I tried to look away.
You did try to look away.
So I was like, okay, man.
And she just stayed on. She was just like...
And the way she walked, it wasn't like a straight beam.
It was like a sidewalk. Yeah.
It was, and I ended up staring at her. She stared at me. And there was no form of happiness.
There was no form of happiness.
It's just a stare.
She just looked at you and was like, you're mine. Your soul is mine.
Mm-hmm. I almost ran.
Yeah. I saw, I'm at this point, I'm just an observer and I'm walking by and I see the interaction and I'm laughing because I'm just like, why is Shiloh?
Literally. I'm thinking that too while I'm getting another drink.
Why is Shiloh? And I look at Shiloh, I was like, dog, what was that? He's like, bro.
I was like, it's not even 7 o'clock yet.
It's like, what is it? The sun was still out.
So yeah, that was a few experiences from Hard Summer we definitely had to share with everybody, man. Let's talk about our little routine we've been doing, because a lot of people
have been asking about it.
Yeah, man. So what have we been doing, John? Because I feel like I just show up and get ready to get at it.
Yeah, so me and Shiloh's schedule's kind of aligned perfectly to be in this workouts in, but they be at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. So me and him both get after it after work, and it's such a big adjustment because I've had people ask me as well. It's not just working out after work; it's literally working out at 12:30, 1 o'clock, and still being able to work out efficiently, coming home, still getting the protein in. You're still being productive and not having your body just absolutely wear down. And our new regimen and routine, it's worked. I've been seeing the benefits of it. I've been seeing everything across my life just be better, even my form of discipline, because it takes a special type of discipline to get off at 11:30, 12 o'clock. All the people that get off very late and then go hit the gym, because you have every excuse to not go versus somebody that if you're a morning person, whenever you get up, the sun's out, this and that, so you're like, okay, I have that feeling to do so.
Yeah, I think that's the cool part for me too, is like if you would have told me this like a year ago or a year and a half ago, oh yeah, you're gonna work out at 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, like fuck no I'm not, like that's dumb. But I think it's my mindset this year shifted a lot, and just being able to do what you can, like control what you can. Mm-hmm. And I think, and I've always said this too, it's like I think it's a lot easier to do something consistently, do something, commit to something a lot more when there's another person involved. And so, for example, like, okay, if I just go after work and I decide not to go, then cool, that's on me. Like that's my consequence. But now, like, if I just say, you know what, like me and Shiloh are both gonna go. Now, if I don't go, now Shiloh's not gonna go, or Shiloh's not gonna ask someone to work out with, and it's like, okay, like, what the fuck? I don't want to be the reason why we're fucking not succeeding, or we're not doing what we have to do. So, I mean, a lot of the times, like, that's how I look at it. Like, I've always said, like, hey, if I have someone else, like, if someone else is waiting on me, or someone else is expecting me, then I'm gonna be there. Like, my mind is gonna be like, fuck your excuses, let me go. So I think that's the cool part for me, is like, because of how our routines, like how our schedules are set up and our routines are, it makes it a lot more like, okay, like this is what we gotta do. Like even yesterday, like on my day off, I could have went and worked out any time throughout the day, but I was like, no, fuck, I'm just gonna wait. Like I'm gonna get all my shit done, knock everything out, clean my room, kind of like I should sleep in, catch my sip a little bit, and then I'll go to night where Shiloh gets off. So I think that's like the big thing, is just like you said, like the discipline, the mindset of it, and I feel like I'm being a lot more productive with my time in that sense, because I think the big thing I said, but when we first started this, was like I wasn't sleeping really well at night, so like I would get home from work and have a hard time falling asleep, or like it would be like that kind of sleep where like you kind of wake up and then you go back to sleep and you wake up and you go back to sleep, and ever since we went into this routine, like I stayed asleep, like I don't have any issues like falling asleep and then staying asleep. So like it's kind of like an addition by subtraction. I may not be getting as much sleep, but I feel like I'm getting better quality sleep, because before, like I would go to bed like at 12 or 1, but I would wake up at 3, or I would wake up at 5, or I would wake up at 7, and then I have to fall back asleep. So it's like I'm getting sleep, but like the quality isn't great. To where like now, like if I go to sleep at 3, I'm getting up at like 8 or 9, but I'm not waking up at like 4 or 5. Like it's like a straight solid sleep. So I think that's the biggest benefit for me. Is like it's weird, because you would think, okay, like he's getting less sleep, but I feel like my body's getting better quality sleep now.
I'm proud of you. I'm so happy for you, my friend.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I love that, and I'll always encourage that to people. You know, if you do have somebody, if you do have, you know, your bestie for the restie, a cousin, a family member, a grandparent, you know.
A grandparent. You know what about grandparents right now?
Yeah.
After we went through at the beginning of this podcast.
Yeah. My ninja is yeah, she's not happy.
She's not going to the gym with you, bro. She's not going.
She's not even going to the store with me. I got a better one. I don't think she would go to the casino.
No, she wouldn't.
Jeez. Bless that woman. But yeah, no. Yeah, it's just a blessing to have. Like I said, it's a blessing to have you. Like I said, but by my side, you're my boy. I've seen the continuous progress, and this is only phase one.
Yeah.
And I'm telling everybody this. I'm coming for everybody's neck out there. And when I say that, it's from a perspective of I can't wait for my own personal growth. You know, like this personal growth is going to help me in my career and security and everything that I do wise. For my future family and all that other stuff. So actually taking that seriously and understanding that, you know, at 20, it doesn't matter how old you are, you know, but tomorrow isn't promised. And especially when you want to start a family and you want to be that guy for that family, you have to be that beacon of hope, but you also have to be that light, that picture. You feel me? So I'm
the example.
Mm-hmm. Be the example, because all that talking and everything else ain't really gonna cut it at the end of the day, I feel like. So that's our biggest thing for that. Let's go ahead and transition real quick before we get to our final little game.
Something else we've been doing late at night too.
Is these casino runs.
Yeah.
And mind you, I haven't been until a month ago. I've never done roulette. I've never been one to really gamble because especially in my family, gambling addictions and just addictions in general are very high. It's just, you know, everybody has their niches. So because of what I've seen, I haven't done that, but I really have found my niche out of nowhere in regards to roulettes. I've won quite a lot.
Doing quite well.
Quite well. Good. So, how's that kind of just been, you know, just like that random?
It's interesting because, like you said, it's very random. Like we just randomly, like you said, you got hooked up with those rooms from Morongo, and it was just one of those things. Like, all right, fuck, like we're here, like let's just go fuck around. Cause I think when we got the room, like we didn't plan to go gambling. I think we were gonna go for the flamingo thing.
Yeah,
and just chill.
Yeah, a little flamingo night. We're there for the party.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden we're like, oh, you want to go down to Florida and gamble a little bit, and it's just like sure. And then sure enough, man, like you've been winning some good money on it. So it's a nice little thing too, because like how like I said, we're kind of looking at it is just like it's supplemental. It's very supplemental. Like I think you put it right, like how you said, like we're not being self-destructive with it, which can happen really easily like that. Like we're trying to be smart about it. And just make it something that's like a residual in that sense. Like if we're going, like we know what we're going to spend, we know what we're going to do, and that's it. It is a learning curve. I'll say that it's a learning curve because you see like how you can be up and then be down. So
quickly,
yeah, really
quickly.
Yeah,
took my soul quickly, but like I said, that's a part of it.
It's a part of it, but like I said, I like it because like. It's just like different. I think it's in that like it's like not necessarily I want to say out of our element, but because like we haven't really done it before, like it's just like new and interesting. So
yeah, it's new, interesting, and like I say,
the social aspect of it too.
It's a great social aspect. You do meet a lot of people, and you know a lot of the times people that are playing with this money got a little money, so you meet some people that you have good connections to. I mean, so yeah. That's been fun. Like I said, a lot of stories. One in particular is going to be done at the end. But you know, the biggest thing I've always felt like is the vibe of the dealer is always something that is real as heck.
Yeah,
it is something I've learned.
It really is.
The vibe of the dealer. And then people are asking like what does that mean? You know, you just walk up. No, you can feel.
Yeah.
There's some dealers that you come in.
If the shift changes, like in me. Like, if a shift change happens and it just feels ominous, like, get the fuck off that table.
That's something I've learned.
Yeah.
And I've gone down multiple times over that. So that's very real, because there are some people, and I truly feel like that is a thing. I feel like for those types of jobs where it's luck or something like that, to where everything is a force, everything is what you put off. So those dealers that are happy, that want to give, that are excited for their people that they're drawing for, etc. I feel like that feeds in, and I guess that because I've seen that every time I've won, it's been with the dealer I vibe with. It's cool. All my little
Fang.
My boy Fang, that's dumb. Fang. If I see him again, that's another 100 Fang. You already know what we're gonna win today, baby. So yeah, that's real. And
I'm not superstitious. I'm superstitious.
I'm gonna use that next time.
So with that, we're gonna do this little segment. I don't know how often we're gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing it because the deal cast is a little bit easier to do when it's just us. But have you guys ever just been talking with somebody and they're telling a story, and you're just like, "Yo, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy." So that's just a little segment. Is what we're doing this week is, "Yo, that's crazy."
Yep, and I will go ahead and lead it off, because it's gonna lead to my casino escapade. So just recently, and it hurts my heart, we visited this beautiful casino, San Manuel. Going over to the roulette tables, there's a particular table that was $25 minimums. Mind you, I am a baller on a budget, so $25 minimums is where I shine at. And if it's $15, I'm gonna be there for an hour. But so anyways, we're going or whatever. I already played at this one table. I won some money, so we end up leaving. I end up coming back later to that same table, not realizing they upped it to $50 minimum. So I come in with my $100. I put it down. Woo. I'm looking at this guy. This guy's already off, But I'm like, you know what? This table's been good to me. I'm gonna keep going. He gives me my chips. I start counting them. I start putting them down. I put $50 down. This man looks at me and says, "Oh, you can continue to put more down." I said, "No, I'm good." He was like, "No, you gotta put them all down." He started pressing.
He said $50 minimum.
Yeah, he said $50 minimum. I'm looking at this fool like, so.
Yeah, I'm watching this the whole entire time. And
and I'm looking at this fool like, you know what? So I said, you know what? Boom, 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 boom. 100 on the table. 100 on the drop.
He said, "Good luck. I hope you win."
So he's gonna hit me with the "Good luck. I hope you win."
Energy.
Then he hit me with that. Right then and there, I should have known that it was a setup. Because lo and behold, energy, 000.
This boy's trying to get a spirit bomb.
That fool got me. And his face when he pulled that 000.
Oh yeah.
And
he looked at you. There was 3 other people on the table, and he looked right at you.
He looked at me. Oh, okay. Yeah. Right when, I don't even know his name, but I'm gonna call him No Name. No Name. I got some subtle beef with No Name.
I'm gonna start watching. Here's the thing: is I can't say shit because I'm technically not supposed to be there. So, so I was watching this all go down, and I'm watching Shiloh put down another 50. I'm like, he gave him 100. I was like, why is he putting down all his chips? And I was watching this, and I'm just like. That's not good. I already knew that was a member of the court. That was the agent. I was like, that was the agent.
That guy was sent.
Yeah, he was sent to get Shiloh.
He was sent by a higher power, and guess what? He accomplished his job.
He did, right? That's crazy.
Because as fast as we walked in there, we walked right back out.
That was probably the fastest we ever walked out of the casino. We literally walked in, went to the table, and we were like, well.
One spin.
The best part was I 2 days later, I'm walking out, and I see that man going into his shift, and I'm like, Shiloh, I just saw your boy going to his shift.
And I immediately got triggered. I was just like, wow. But yeah, so Mr. Noname got me good with
No name.
Yeah, he got me good with my hundo, so it looks like I ain't going nowhere for 2 weeks.
Damn, that was crazy.
So what about you, John? What's yours?
Damn, you know what? I'm really trying to think, bro. Because I feel like there's been a lot of stuff happening, but like, I think, what was this? Was this Monday or Tuesday? Yesterday was Tuesday, right?
I hope so. No, let me see. Yeah,
Yeah, it was Dog, so Monday, I was at work, and they had these ladies that were in Cabana. They're probably like in their 50s. Like straight up in their 50s. So we get that, we get that, like when we just want to come hang out, have a nice little pool day, like chill. And bro, I kid you not, like they left at like probably like 6. And they're like, hey, everybody come back, like what time do we have this base till? They have it till 9. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like I went on my lunch at 8 and then they come back. So I was like, all right, cool, they're probably not coming back. So like when I get back, we'll clean it. Bro, I come back from my lunch. And they get all the stuff in the cabana, and they're like, all right, we're gonna hang out here for a little bit. So like they have their drinks like out like, on the, like by the pool and the jacuzzi, and like they're just enjoying it, bro. Loud, like really, really loud, bro. Like they laugh like witches. Like they were cooking, they were brewing something up in that jacuzzi, because like that shit was just freaking crazy. And I'm just like, bro, like what the fuck is going on? Like you really can't. It's Monday. I'm like, it's Monday night. Like I get like bachelor night or something like that, but like this is not a 50-year-old Monday night behavior.
there is no age limit on Monday night behavior, John.
No, so it gets worse. Okay, it gets way worse, bro. So like it's getting closer and closer to close. Like I'm doing my rounds, and like they're probably like in the last like 10 or 15 minutes. Okay. So I'm trying to just walk by, like straighten out the chairs, bro, and there's like a twerk off going on in the fucking jacuzzi. Hands on the fucking wall where jacuzzi's at.
Yes.
Doing some shit, and bro, I kid you not. Bless her heart, bigger, older woman is on there shaking her ass, and I saw something I wish I would not. I instantly had to look away because it was her straight bare ass.
Oh really?
Yeah, straight bare ass is fucking twerking on the wall. Old, I'm just like, dog, like, you're someone's grandma probably. Like, what is going on here? What is going on here?
Uh-huh.
So we actually have a term for like these type of women that come and do this. It's called the book club. We call it a book club, bro. And that was book club gone wild.
Book club.
Yeah. It's book club gone wild. That shit was just, that's crazy. That's crazy.
So I'm even trying to imagine this right now. So I'm walking in the pool. There's a little area. I got 50-year-old women. Now, mind you, there's some bad 50-year-olds. So you're saying the opposite of bad.
They're not bad.
So Eva Longoria or whatever I'm thinking about right now.
It's not Salma Hayek. It's not fucking Sofia Vergara. No. We're talking fucking Martha Stewart ass fucking Rachel fucking what's her name? Like shit like that.
You had me at Martha's.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy, bro. I'm just like, I was like, it's happened before, bro. But like, when you're at that point where you're like, it takes effort, bro, to get your hands on the fucking wall, out of the water, mind you, out of the water. They're out of the water and shake your ass. Like, what are you doing?
They're letting loose because it's Bachelor night, Monday night, no
There was no TV in sight. That was just, why? For what? For what, Shiloh?
You know what? The kids are going to college now. The kids are in high school now. You let those women be. But
I did let them be, but
book club Monday nights now.
Yo, that's crazy. That's all I have to say about that one.
I'm gonna go apply and work there on the morning shift.
I'll be there too, bro. The morning shift is where they try to get drunk.
You want to actually hear? So let me actually do one more story, just because this little add-on to this is crazy. So this was probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago, bro. It's Saturday. I came into work and I go talk to one of the lifeguards. Like it's like the first 5 minutes. They said, "Oh wait, let me go help this lady." And like in my mind, okay, like maybe she's old, like she's having a hard time like getting out of the pool. I go over to my coworkers, and they're like, "Oh yeah, those ladies took edibles," and I'm like, "They took edibles to come out to the pool in the hot sun in 100-degree weather and drink."
Sensational.
And they've been in the pool for hours, and I'm like, rookies. I said rookies. But it gets better. It gets better. So like 20 minutes go by, and like all of a sudden like they're just not doing well. So like we have to go check on them and help them. They're just not doing well. We had to call EMS because the ladies pass out.
Oh my god.
One of them starts throwing up, and then it's all bad. They get stretchered out. They get stretchered out, okay? They get stretchered out. Somebody's grandma got stretchered out of the hotel because they took edible.
So this wasn't like no our age.
No. This was like, they were probably 60, I want to say actually, like 60.
They were elder book club.
They were elder book club members, yeah.
Rookies. What? So what's going on? Now the book club? The book club is out.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's crazy. Like, what's going on?
We're taking edibles, we're drinking, we're twerking at the Salmon Well pool.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
And I'm just an innocent bystander.
Sounds like a nice little, another beautiful day in the IE.
It really is. It'd be like that. It'd be like that, so yeah.
Well, everyone, this has been fun rocking with the Duo Cast.
It is.
We're going to go ahead and call it a day, get it started, get it cracking. So thank you everybody for vibing with us.
Yeah.
Make sure you tune in, of course, to our next episodes. If you haven't checked out our previous episodes, so sorry, you can go on our Instagram page, go to our link tree. We have Spotify, Apple Music, and now we are uploading our videos to YouTube now, the biggest and best thing by my boy here, John. So like I said, just make sure you go to YouTube, you give us a follow, subscribe.
We need that subscribe count to go up.
Yes, indeed. We need it. So like I said, just spread the word out, get us out, and I will always give this shout out to everybody that is listening. If you do ever feel like you want to hop on the podcast with us to promote a business, promote yourself, any art that you do.
Tell some stories like we just did right now.
Exactly.
Those are my favorites.
Literally. Like I said, this podcast is a networking podcast, so we're not only connecting businesses, entrepreneurs, people within the community, coaches, etc., but just
good
everybody
vibes.
else.
I want to vibe with you.
I want to exactly, because like I said, this That's Crazy the segment. I feel like a lot of you got a lot of stories.
I know a lot of y'all have some that's crazy.
So like I said, this is your boy Shiloh.
This is your boy John. There's one more thing too. We want to give a little thank you to everybody. We just hit 250 followers on Instagram, and to some that may not seem like a whole lot. To others, it might be amazing, but like again, we do appreciate a lot of you rocking with us, consistent support, consistently just like engaging, consistently giving us good feedback about what we're doing. That was a big thing with like the YouTube. Was I had to get on top of that, and I'm figuring it out because a lot of you asked like, hey, I want to be able to watch it. Like I watch podcasts rather than just listening to them. So again, thank you, because the big reason why we do this is so that we get that interaction and we get that feedback from you guys to make this better. So as Shiloh said, thank you for rocking with us.
And as always, be safe, God bless, love one another.